Okay, welcome, Lacy Range viewers. Sorry about the sun coming in on my right, and of course it is wintertime, and it is 44 degrees right now, which has been down to 19 last night. So it has been a chill, but it's warming up. I think it's going to get in the lower 50s today, which ought to be great shooting weather. But I wanted to introduce you to the CETME, the MarColMar CETME LBV. And man, what a machine. Got the British Susat on top of it. You can find out the history on it. Forgotten Weapons has all the stuff, but essentially they perceived that this model was used by the Spanish Marines, and of course MarColMar brought in the kits, put the gun together, and new plastic and everything else. Now this particular model that they did, they put a heavier barrel on it, which the original probably would have had the standard weight barrel, but 1 in 7 twist, and we're gonna give it a go. Now I've shot this already 50 rounds, 50 or so rounds. I've been using a true CETME 30 round mag and the CETME grenade launcher mag, which makes a awesome little range or shooting off the bench mag. But this weapon, of course, it's a delayed roller, just like the HK93. Pull it back, lock it back like that right there. Sight sitting on top, and it. If you think that the sight is setting up high, you would be correct. It is sitting up high. Luckily, I got a big old head, and when you come up to it, sort of like we'll have to shoot our PUs, Russian PUs. You sort of get a chin well instead of a cheek well, so no issue there. Now the other thing from shooting this, it is a 4-power scope. The eye relief is almost non-existent. Of course, it's got a nice soft rubber cup right here that really puts you about a ½ inch out. And when I come up to get the anything other than the super small field of view, I've basically got to come up and touch the rubber iPad. Now the scope is clear, and if you're familiar with the Susat that they had on the L1A1, you'll know about the large post. And I'll try to get some pictures of it. The large post came down from the top down. Okay, on this one, still a large post that comes up from the bottom though. And it comes to a very fine point, which makes for some good aiming. The tritium, of course, has been taken out of it, just like the other ones when they were brought in. But, my hope is to redo this one. The adjustment for the tritium is right there. So it's not too big of a thing to replace them and get them going again. Now the sight, there's no moving the crosshairs or pointer in this case. So everything is done by mechanical means. Here's your windage on the front, elevation on the rear, and it starts at 300. Now I zeroed it with 77 grains, and pretty happy with the groups I was getting. So today I'm gonna shoot my regular load of 55 because I would equate this to us running our ACOGs. The weapon is not really a sniper weapon, and I wouldn't even call it, probably not even the DMR, but this was an attempt to put a sight on the standard rifle. I really doubt if any of them were picked for any particular accuracy or anything like that. And the other, just like if you've ever fired a H&K or a G3, 93, any of them, the triggers, I ain't gonna say they're just absolutely horrible, but they're tough. And that's what this one is got. It's got the standard trigger in it. Can I use it? Yes. Is it conductive to making sub 1 inch groups? No, it is not. And but it's just heavy, and you can work with it and usually do all right with it. But that's what we're left with. Now, the base for the scope is welded on here, and if you're familiar with CETME L's, we still got the front sight. Then the base is welded on, and my understanding is they did make a where you could take this side off, which just like the British did, they could carry them in their pouches, and you had a replacement sight that would go on there. So if you wanted to use it with iron sights, but I think David Bain and them are going to look at doing some of them, but we'll find out. And I want to, of course, my channel is nothing as big as a lot of the other ones running around there, but I do know Dave Bain. Um, we met at the SHOT Show, I think 2018. We have a mutual friend. David is into tanks, big guns. So our mutual friend redoes them. That's what he does for a living. And I went to the SHOT Show with Ira at Big Boy, and I was very, very interested in about that times when the CETME L was coming out. And guys, I got a weakness for 5.56 rifles. They're easy to shoot, and especially as I'm getting older, I can sit out here and plink with them. 25 grains mostly, sometimes 27, depending on what load you're running. 55 grain full metal jacket. They're about the cheapest that you can get, usually 8 to 10 cents a bullet. And I can sit down on the Dillon and do quite a few of them pretty quick. So, this piqued my interest. I'm a little Spanish fan anyway, but piqued my interest. And lo and behold, if I didn't walk into the SHOT Show and finally find Ira, and where's he at? He's in MarColMar's booth. And of course, met David, met his engineer. I wish I could remember his engineer's name, but gave me the rundown on what they did to build this rifle and design it. And I know that they Demolition Ranch and a couple others that really gave them a hard time. But guys, I got 3 of them. I got the L, the LC that's been SBR'd, and now this LBV. And I ain't had trouble out of any of them. And guys, I've been using the CETME mags from Apex. I don't know. I just ain't had any trouble with them. And of course, and I ain't gonna say that I followed. David and them have a detailed break-in period with it, but I mean, I'm firing full power ammo. Now, about the only thing I did is take it apart, wipe down the insides with a WD-40. Oh, look at that buck. Okay, Lacy Range viewers, we're going to get down to shooting the old LBV. Letting her eat a little bit. I used up some ammo this morning and engaged a very uncooperative deer. But we have remedied that situation. So now we're going to, ooh, got one busted there. All right, we're going to see what the old LBV will do at 100. Okay, like I say, the scope's set up high, and it starts at 300 meters. So I'm going to aim at the very bottom of the white, centered, and we'll see what we get. Okay, y'all see where that hit? Okay, a little bit. I'm going to shoot one more. Okay, there's 3 rounds just to the right. And we'll go out to 200 before we make any changes. But it, like I say, I'm aiming at the very bottom of the white and then hitting there. So let's move on to 200. So at 100, we are looking at 6 inches of difference. So let's see what we are at 200 here. And I'm going to engage the bottom target just because I know I'm probably going to be high. Okay, as you can see, I'm engaging the bottom, and it's impacting up there to the top triangle. It's to the right. There's another hit. Okay, there's 3 hits on. As you can see, we're not grouping the best, but okay, at 300 here, my bets are we'll be pretty close to the impact area, but I think going to the right is going to get me. So I might probably have to adjust some. Once again, I'll go for the bottom. I can't see the impact through the scope. Okay, yeah, that's dead level with the triangle just to the right. Okay, not a bad group at 300. I need to fix that. Like I say, I zeroed this with 77 grain match ammo, and I'm okay with what it's doing. This is 5.56, 25.2 of accurate 2330 or 2230, and it's a smoking round and has shot really good in most of the guns. So we were there. I think what I'll do is fix it, and then we'll come back and see where we're at. Okay, Lacy Rangers, we're ready to try. We're going to stay at 300 and move this to the left. Here's the tool that comes from MarColMar. Easy to do. Basically loosen, tighten, like the old German style. And then back here, of course, I don't think we're going to have to mess with our elevation. But if you had to do that, you just crank up or down and put her on there. Now I went left. Oh, got my. Okay, we'll stay on that bottom one. We'll put it on safe. That's one thing like the H and K's. It's hard to get up there to that safety on this one. Okay, let's see where that was at. Okay, I got it right, or correction, got it left. right there at the bottom triangle. Okay, and that went back up high, but left and right wise, it's looking pretty good. So with that, you lock that back, drop the mag. Let me secure my bolts because we don't want it moving around on us. Yeah, you ain't gotta crimp them down. Just and always reach up there. If you can move it any, you need to fix it. All right, and then up and down, maybe. I'm gonna come down just a little bit. Both of those shots were, or two of them were high, and then one was right down there. So let's load up 3 more in this grenade magazine. Okay, now let's send 3 more. Okay, those look pretty good. Let's back up to 200 where it's out in the sun and we can see it just a little bit better. And go from there. Okay, we're going to engage the bottom at the 200. Okay, still up about a foot up. Let's see. I'll put them two right together. Look at that for a 3-rounder. Coming around. I want to try to adjust that out. Man, that is so small when you're messing with it. Okay, now I just want to go right just a tad. Okay, let's see what we can do now. y'all saw that. I could not see it. Or let me say, I can see it, but I don't know which one it is. Looks to me, I just might have jumped to the other side. That's all I done. Oh, got. How'd you like that trigger? Okay, it's a little closer. Okay, y'all saw that? That's probably as close as I'm gonna be able to get. Now, I think she's ready for 600, and but whenever you're using, and I don't know if I've talked about this before, I am not a fan of the 300 yard zero for 5.56, um, and this is the reason. You saw at 300 we were dead on elevation wise. Now at 200 we're pretty much a foot high, and then at 100 we're about 6 inches high, 6 to 8 inches. So you got to know. Well, you ain't got to know it, but if you're wanting to get exact hitting a 3 inch target, you got to know exactly where you're going to fall at. So like on the 200 there, I could aim at the bottom of the plate and probably still tag the bottom triangle. But that, combat probably wouldn't matter. You aim middle of the torso, just aim below it, but it's gonna cause you to send some high rounds. And I don't like high rounds. I like the 200 yard zero. 50 it's dead on, and 200 it's dead on, and that's hard to beat. I try to set up all my guns that are able to do it at 200. This one I won't be able to do it. We'll have to leave it with the 300 set up. But we took that deer today. I'll show you a picture of that. Nice buck. I didn't get to finish what I was talking about, but maybe I'll go back in and do it. But I have no problem with the MarColMar. I think old David Bain and them made a good product, and of course, only 150 of these came out, and supposedly I'm the last one to get one. Somebody backed out, and I went ahead and picked it up from David. But my CETME, I've shot it at Aniston. It's done well. I've never had any hiccups with it. My CETME LC, not any hiccups, and that one truly deserves a video. You talking about a nice little package. But Lacy Range, let me quit rambling here. Getting cold. It did get up to 50, so it's not as bad as it was, but it's gonna get cold again tonight. So y'all stay warm, get out there and do a little shooting, and we'll see you soon.